in the top left-hand position. Even though he's the best Zerg in the world, he needs your support. Whether you're online or live here in Toronto, make some noise for SoulKey! And up in the top right-hand corner, when it's time to count him out, he says it's time for a comeback, leading 2-0. It is Deer! Stunning pickup by Team Soul, having a great Protoss like Deer in their already stellar lineup.
Here is another situation where I think SoulKey really shines. His Roach Hydra is, I think, some of the top in the world. Not a lot of people know how to use it, and on this map, I think it's super effective. Taking a third base, defending your third base. You need Roaches, you need Hydras, and this is where he's able to really put pressure on his opponent, keep and maintain the economic advantage.
And you know, it's interesting, talking about that economic mid-game. I'm not so sure we're gonna see any gateways or any pools down for quite some time. This is the map where people say, nah, you're not gonna scout me, I'm gonna go Nexus first. He's gonna scout the tip just to see if an Overlord is en route. He sees nothing, which doesn't help him, doesn't hurt him either.
He will go and throw down a Forge, though, being a little bit safer. You can throw down a Gateway. It's very risky, especially going up to 17 supply. But Deer, he's not going to take that risk, and he will go and see. Oh, no, not yet. A third hatch is thrown down before the spawning pool, and an Extractor. Perfect build so far.
Oh, my God.
Dude.
I'll do my best. Deer spots it. Now in this position, Deer is going to do the usual cannon skip, but we've seen so many people go 3 hatch gas, then pull Greetor. What's the Protoss answer? Let's do it, Greetor!
Let's do it, baby.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget to give an extra special shout out to the wonderful casters and hosts this weekend, Zoe Clutch, Mr. Bitter in Rotterdam, Ghostu User, the pro, helping give analysis and commentary on the S2. Without them, we wouldn't even be able to get here.
No, we would not.
Woo!
All right. All right, so right now I think Deer's in a great position. He hasn't thrown down the cannon until the 5-minute mark. That's a great time because you're not really expecting a lot of pressure. When you go 3 hatches really early, you're getting that metabolic boost. Most of your defense relies on scouting your opponent and using your queens. If you see no zealots, you don't make any units. And Deer kind of knows this and says, well, I don't have to put down a cannon for a long time. It's risky to throw out any Zerglings really, really far in advance. So he's just going to say, let's get a later cannon and really accelerate my tech, getting my starport or my Stargate very quickly.
Well, right now it looks like Deer has every sense that Overlord could scout in, that SoulKey could do an extreme strong response. Wow, 6 minutes for the second extractor. That's very early. Is he even mining from the one in the main? Whoa! SoulKey saying, well, I got to get 3 hatches down, man. Of course I've got the economy. Sentries trying to find if that Overlord's lurking about, because boy, would it be useful to see that Stargate play. More importantly, though, what's the transition for Deer?
Deer has a lot of options. He threw down double gas at his natural at 545. That's about 15 seconds faster, but that represents a lot of gas to accelerate, as I've been saying, your tech so much faster. So he can do a lot more things a lot earlier that you wouldn't expect. Starting out with Phoenixes now, I don't know. He can do a lot of different things. It could be just a regular Rolo, get a third base, or it could be some gateway pressure right after this. Because you have increased gas, you have the ability to make a lot of sentries in the early game stage, and therefore your pushes are a lot stronger.
Well, it looks like Phoenix sniff out the last Overlord nearby the base. The Speedlings provide a nice benefit, though. Deer can't move out of his base. unless it goes through these speedlings. Spore Crawler goes down, but we saw Bial popping down 2 per base. SoulKey likes to be more conservative, plant 1 in each base, and occasionally we see him add more queens. It's always a question of how do you transition to the next step.
Yeah, that's true. And right now he's just reacting completely. He needs to just verify exactly what his opponent is doing, shut down any excess money. Once he sees there's no third base, he's very wary of something to happen. That's why Deer is just poking with these Phoenixes, trying to find out as well what's going on.
Oh,
go ahead.
You got that Roach Warren, Overseer, and look at this. An extremely fast Spire.
Wow. And do the Phoenixes see this? No, not just yet. The Spore Crawler in a perfect position. Overlord on top of the Spire. It's a perfect hide right there, but what can he do with that?
Now, what SoulKey's hoping for is exactly what Deer's doing.
Yeah.
Deer's going for a defensive 4-gate play. He's going for another expansion. And how will SoulKey answer? Well, I mean, Deer's already getting some hints of it by seeing 6 geysers planted down.
He is starting to move out. Excuse me, Deer is starting to move out, which is really good. You want to apply that pressure, trying to get the third base or even put on his own pressure. 4th base being taken. I love this choice. If it is going to be a 2-base all-in, you can easily cancel that or just keep it for some larva. Else, I mean, it just always works out. You're going to have a faster economy if there's no attack.
This is exactly what SoulKey used to crush SOS on Akalon Waste way back in Season 1. You see, the Colossus is only just now able to get started. The Mutalisks are coming so fast, and Corruptors, what a move! He's going to be able to shut down all of these Phoenixes, and then he's going to take out the Colossus.
Yeah, he's doing a big timing. That's what he's looking for. He's trying to put pressure on his opponent before there's enough time to get enough Stalkers, enough Void Rays out, and then he'll be able to just crush through the third base. This is perfect. It's going to empower his ground units. It's going to allow him to use his Zerglings, use his Roaches, use his Hydras against that third base and put constant pressure all day long.
But look at this unbelievable twist we're seeing out of Deer. Cancels the Colossus, throws down more gateways. He's not going to do the accidental overcommit. SoulKey does snatch up a sentry, and every one of those counts, because suddenly the gas of Deer is stretched thin. Corruptors begin to move to the top side. 1 cannon's down, and that's it. Anti-air, 4 Stalkers, 5 Phoenixes, and that is it.
Oh gosh, this is going to be really scary. Phoenixes will get to connect on the Mutas to begin with, but he's going to be pushed back. Is he going to continue going into the Mutas? Nice run through, but Stalker's there.
A brilliant run in on the main. And look what SoulKey's doing. He's just stockpiling money until he can start to get more reads. This is a very hard play, but one that Jaedong has popularized quite a bit. Hanging on Larva, he sees the push coming, no problem. 52 Lings lining up, and see you later, Mothership Core. No recall for you, Deer. You gotta commit or quit. Looks like all the sentries are gonna take some serious hits here. Phoenixes are starting to fall, and 52 Lings get ready to join the party.
That's right, and this is going to be so tough. The sentry count isn't that high. A very easy swarm, very easy overwhelm over here. Nice 360 concave. You're going to see it pretty soon. There, the Zerglings come in. Mutas over top.
What
and
a
there's
play!
not enough. Not a single force field goes down. Every single Stalker, every Immortal will get crushed in this engagement.
Oh, SoulKey with a great move, with a great trap, a superior supply advantage. The corrupted Stalkers at the backside are able to break through. Deer has such good timing.
An amazing pushback. I really didn't think he was going to be able to do that. Now Blink is ready, but still a lot of Zerglings in queue. This is still a very scary time. He lost his sentries. This is a point where you can still be overwhelmed easily. I think SoulKey just needs to mass up in another round of units and prepare for this surround. But +2 just about to finish. Blink Stalkers are up now, so this might get a little bit tricky for our Zerg player.
Looks like SoulKey's gonna move around every time SoulKey's supposed to win. Deer comes out with a big surprise answer. Deer doesn't have any defense at this expo, but Deer's reaction times are gonna be good enough.
I mean, he's doing that 4 or 5 seconds in advance of a lot of players that would see that. Such great reaction timing, now finally taking his 7th and 8th gas as Zergling's getting chewed up in the middle of the map.
In my eyes, the big thing that's missing for SoulKey is these evolution chambers. Very inactive. Third base under some serious duress. Spines. Are we going to see another early base trade situation? Well, it is going to be a canceled third for Deer.
This is going to be nice, but I mean, there's still a lot of units inside the the third base now. Stalkers ravaging everything now. Immortals. There are no spine crawlers set up. I don't know how Deer is able to do this so consistently. There's such a nice advantage. Cannons being thrown down. Stalkers behind this.
Oh gosh, is Deer gonna both defend and kill bases at the same time?
Oh my God.
Deer, how does he always have these answers? The muta count though is extremely high. The main is exposed and it looks like it's gonna be a commitment. Deer is getting stretched mighty thin. SoulKey still has some bases to spare.
16 Zerglings, 3 mutas on the way out. These mutas in the main base, I think they're going to be pushed back. Pylon going down to try to repower those 3 cannons. In the meantime, everything that's getting rallied is instantly destroyed at the natural and the main base. Now, the cannons are about to pop here. He needs to take down that pylon.
He needs to take it out. It's up. Oh no! SoulKey not making the best decisions in this trade situation as Mutalisk getting split up. The base count all spotted. Deer's going to be losing his expansions, but SoulKey's going to lose his Spire. SoulKey's going to lose the main.
And now, oh my God,
GG,
SoulKey.
no!